Did you see the new show? Yeah, I love it. And welcome everybody to the Owls Nest BBQ Show. I'm Steve Ray. That's Dave Hooker. No, that's not Pete. It's not Pete. It's Dave Hooker, filling in for Pete today. Thanks for being here, buddy.
I appreciate
that.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm like a less informed when it comes to barbecue, slightly fatter Pete, so that's kind of what I am.
But you know your way around the grill and hot dogs and brats, don't you?
I do.
And that's what that's the expertise. Is we're going to start our Memorial Day preparation today. We were going to do steaks, but P had to go out of town, and he's going to be out of town next week. So we'll have a guest host next week that we'll tell you about a little later in the show. But we'll be doing aged steaks that weekend of Memorial Day. But today we're going to start with hot dogs and brats. And I don't know if you follow my Facebook page. If you don't, you're really missing out.
I do. Yes.
I'm my number one follower.
Yeah.
Kogel's was here. Have you ever heard of Kogel's hot dogs?
I have, yeah. And I talked to a mutual friend of ours that in Knoxville that mentioned how good the Kogels are. So
great. David, I can't remember where I tasted my first Kogel's hot dog, but I remember when we would do events and sell hot dogs. My trademarked hot dog is Smoky Owl Dogs.
Okay.
For the Owls Nest BBQ.
Yeah.
And we'll sell hot dogs occasionally. I will order Kogels and have them shipped in. They are that good, and it makes that much of a difference. And they were here yesterday in Chattanooga at the, I want to say Fairfield Inn on Shallowford Village Drive.
Okay.
And they had a huge truck there, and the turnout was fantastic. 3 out of 4 people there were from Michigan.
Wow.
Well, that's where Kogels is from, and they were so excited to get that taste of home.
Yeah, that's awesome because my mom, for whatever reason, I guess it was the marketing of the hot dog eating contest on July 4th.
Yeah.
Kind of fell in love with that brand.
Nathan's, yeah.
Nathan's.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in trying others because I don't want to knock Nathan's, but I don't see the allure there. It's
see, I'm not a Nathan's fan. They don't taste good to me. Hebrew National, I'm all about them.
Yeah.
I love them. Kogel's, I love them. I just don't have a taste for Nathan's. But that's just me. It doesn't mean they're no good. Obviously, they're good because it's one of the number 1 selling hot dogs in the world, not just the United States.
Well, I'm with you. She likes them, and every time I'm like, oh, I'm going to bring something else.
And we're going to talk about the things we got, and then we're going to do some hot dogs. First, I want to tell you that we are brought to you by all the great rubs and sauces and supplies here at the Owls Nest BBQ Supply Store. We're brought to you by Green Mountain Grills. We are the dealer, the local dealer for Green Mountain Grills. And folks, Memorial Day, today is the 14th, Memorial Day is the 30th. Do the math. You got to get out here and you got to seize these grills. If it's time to replace that grill, do it now. Don't be messing around with a new grill on Memorial Day. Get it now so you have a couple weekends to practice and you can impress your friends and relatives when they come in with a Green Mountain Grill from the Owls Nest BBQ Supply Store. We're also brought to you by Grill Grates, and we're going to show you those in just a few moments with these hot dogs. And we're brought to you by my buddies over at Budget Blinds. That's right. Window treatments and plantation shutters. You can't beat the service, the price, and the value at Budget Blinds. 344-7393. Ask for Sam. And don't forget, we are the home of this guy's podcast, Chalk Talk. Every Tuesday, you can see it live. Not live. You'll be the first to see it, though, on the Owls Nest BBQ Facebook page as we continue to grow our concept of barbecue and sports and spirits and make it a one place where you can stop and kind of see what's going on, Dave.
Love it. And we're going to start breaking down the most important players on not only Tennessee's roster, but the most important players across the SEC. So we'll start to break that down on Chalk Talk. So that'll release on Tuesday. So Chris Landry knows his stuff for sure. So we're looking forward to that.
You know, Chris Landry, used to be a scout for the Titans. He was talking about Brew McCoy, the five-star signee Tennessee just had last week out of the portal. You know, wouldn't that be nice if you're the coach, open up the portal, and boom, out comes a 5-star wide receiver, Brew McCoy. So there you go.
Yeah.
And he's going to be at Neyland Stadium this fall. That's exciting.
Huge guy, huge get, I should say, and a good-sized guy that tends to win about 60-40 of those, we call them 50-50 jump balls, maybe even 70-30.
Is he wide receiver or tight end?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
So he's going to play wide receiver at Tennessee. He's a guy that can go up and change the course of a game on a 50-50 ball where basically everybody needs one of those guys. Now, if you don't have one, you're kind of relying on little short plays, but I think he can win some 50-50 balls, and it can be big for Tennessee.
That's huge. Chris Landry's real high on him. And, you know, Chris Landry, folks, this is the guy that Bill Belichick says, hey, Chris, I'm in town. What's the best restaurant? I mean, that's his go-to guy. That's his go-to. Where's the best? Who are the best players? Where's the best place to eat? He's Bill Belichick's go-to guy in football. That's pretty strong. Pretty strong.
And you gotta love the fact they pull, they pull a player away from Bob Stoops at Southern Cal, because here Bob Stoops hates the SEC. I don't think he's minced any words about that. And when he has a chance to join the SEC with the big boys, what does he do? He goes to LA.
Hightails it out of the Southeastern Conference. What he did.
And I don't know if you saw this on Twitter, but he sent out pictures of his new home. And let's say,
are you kidding?
No, it might actually make Brad Pitt blush. I don't understand how you go recruit kids maybe of lower socioeconomic when you're showing them this $10 million literally house. So, but we'll see how it works out there. There is a lot of talent.
Well, Dave, maybe with the NIL, he can advertise and say, with the new NIL, you can live like me.
Yeah, I would say there's going to be some of that money thrown around.
But we'll be Dave will be talking about that on Tuesdays on Chalk Talk. And before we get into the hot dog, Dave, June what's the kickoff date for offthehooksports.com?
June 6th. We go completely live.
But for what this is such a cool concept Dave's got, taking his skills and his contacts, his journalism background, and taking it to his own website, building that site with information, not just Chalk Talk. You'll have a daily show. You've got other things going on. You'll have other contributors, other writers contributing to this Facebook or this webpage, and it's just going to be a fantastic venue to get your sports.
I hope so. That's the plan. So we'll have a live daily show with a couple of co-hosts. One of those will also be in charge of covering, the X's and O's Tennessee on a daily basis. So he'll be in charge of that. Hopefully, I'll be able to provide some insight with my sources and opinions, and then the daily show. But again, in addition to that, Chalk Talk is something I'm very proud of. Glad you're a part of that. And then the other thing that we're going to offer is a daily ball report. So that's going to be an interview because of the NIL rules. An interview where I can actually visit with a player for 20 minutes, which is unheard of in nowadays media. So we're excited about all the above, and we're going June the 6th in honor of so many of the veterans out there. That is D-Day, and my grandfather served in World War II. So
that's neat. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
cool.
it's an honor of them.
Well, we're excited about that. On the Hook, offthehooksports.com, offthehooksports.com, starting June the 6th, on your computer or telephone, wherever you may be.
That's exactly right.
Let's talk hot dogs. We're going to break out the Kogels, Viennas. Have you ever had a hot dog with a little snap, Dave? When you eat it, it snaps. It's in the casing. You're about to.
You're about to.
Kogels,
that's strong right there.
Dinner Franks in the casing. Big old honking hot dogs right there. They're available from Kogels right there too. Also, this is up your alley right there.
Oh yeah, you got brats.
The Kogels bratwurst. We'll be putting those on the grill as well in just a few minutes. And also they've got Dave, with inflation and all the stuff that's going on, pressuring incomes, pressuring take-home pay, pressuring everybody, especially guys in our income bracket. I mean, the pressure is on us to find value for our family. If you're going to have to eat hot dogs, you might as well eat the best hot dogs.
Amen.
Okay? Kogel's hot dogs, the best hot dogs you can put in your mouth. And we're going to get over there and we're going to start cooking them right now. Come on, let's go over there. Aaron's going to play a little video that's gold. And, Aaron, when that's over, you just give us a finger, buddy. All right, welcome back. Dave and I out here on the front porch at the Owls Nest BBQ Supply. Dave he's got the, which ones you got there, Dave? The Viennas?
I started with the Viennas.
Viennas. Now this is where we'll be cooking them on. The Green Mountain Grill pellet smoker, which you can also grill on. Let me just show you real quick. We've got the onions going already. We have been caramelizing them, and look at those. Look at those things.
Oh, nice.
They are just in butter, caramelized, and that's where we're going to cook the dogs at today. We've got the Green Mountain Grill set at 440. Yeah, show that little. You don't get that when you pull out your Oscar Mayers, do you?
No, you don't.
Which in themselves is a good hot dog as well. Hey, Stephen, come on in, buddy. Come on in. Stephen Hood, one of our local pit masters, coming in to get some supplies. Watch your feet don't trip on the cords there, Stephen. Come on in, guys. Come on in right through there. We'll get you some hot dogs here in a little bit. What's up? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
These are a lot bigger than the Vienna sausages that I've had before.
Yeah, you can just pull those apart.
Oh, pull them apart?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to have to cook them. Just pull them apart. And we'll get them on the grill. What we're going to do, we're going to use Kogel's hot dogs. We're going to use Shrup. I always pronounce this wrong, but they're a local company. Shuptrons, you know what I'm talking about. I'm the only person in Chattanooga that can't pronounce this family that's been here since they brought the dirt. Shuptrons Twisted Relish, which is fantastic. We're going to use the hot. And Dave, what I did, I brought some Butcher Barbecue honey rub that we're going to sprinkle on the hot dogs. That kind of gives it an extra flavor profile. And Dave, look what I did. I got all these different kinds of mustards, because mustard, ketchup doesn't go on a hot dog, I don't think.
Amen.
Do you? Okay, all right, you're with me. So I got all these different kinds of mustards. I got some Goldens, Stone Ground Dijon. I've got Zatarain's Creole Mustard, French's Yellow Mustard, Gray Poupon for all you snobs out there. And I've got one I picked up, and I haven't had this yet, and I'm anxious to try it. Are you mayonnaise? What kind? Dukes.
I just like the straight Crafts.
Crafts? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Dukes guy.
Yeah.
They make a southern sauce. I've never had this mustard based. And we're going to try that too. That looks like something good to put on a hot dog. So we're going to try that too. So how are we doing there, Dave? Oh my goodness,
Knocking it out.
You're knocking it out. Let's get those little Vienna.
Don't show this to my wife; she'll think I can cook.
You know, of course, this is a. Just put them right there, partner. This is a good kind of a prelude for Memorial Day. We'll be doing hot dogs today. Next Saturday with our special guest, we'll announce after a while, we're going to be hamburgers. And then on Memorial Day weekend, we're actually going to do aged steak that we're going to be aging ourselves. But David, nothing goes with football like tailgating and hot dogs.
Absolutely.
I mean, so this is right up our alley. We're going to get those dogs on there.
Nice looking grill, especially.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I forget to pull one apart?
That's okay. That's the worst thing that happens to us. We're golden.
That's a good day.
These things are so good. Let's put some of these those big mamas on there. And how about a couple brats?
Love it.
Sound good? Of course, we'll get them all cooked up.
I have a funny brat story if you have a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my daughter she was like 2 years old at the time, and I had this great idea that I was going to boil the brats in beer first, and then put them on the grill. But I thought I like spicy stuff, so I put a bunch of spicy stuff in there. I look at my 2-year-old daughter, and she starts going, and then I start going, and then my wife's. So basically, we put too much of the spicy powder in the boil and basically firebombed ourselves.
Firebombed the dog.
Had to open all the windows and go outside and stand for a while. So be careful with that.
We're gonna put a little bit of honey rub on these brats and hot dogs and these big old, what are those called? Dinner.
They call them dinner franks.
Dinner franks.
Yeah.
They're huge. Look how big.
That's a big hot dog.
That's a big. That is a big. Aaron, can you get that right there? That is one big hot dog. Look at that thing. All beef in the case. This is the one that when you bite into it, you hear that snap because it's in the casing, and they're so. Man, folks, these are just. They're so good. We picked these up yesterday at the Fairfield Inn on Shallowford Village Drive. Kogel's does like a southeastern tour every year, and they publicize it. You go to their website. It's of course Kogels.com, but you can also go to their KogelsOnTheRoad.com, and that tells you where they're going to be. And that's kind of a cool thing that they do.
Super cool.
It's kind of a cool thing that they do. Oh, these are already cooking up great. Now look at, see those little lines on there, Dave?
Yeah.
We're getting those because we got them on the grill grates. This little raised up part here gets really hot. You don't get any flare-ups. That's what I like about them.
So how hot, what's the temperature now?
We set the grill at 460 and I knocked it down to 440 for grilling. And these, I'd guess that's probably about 460 right now, that grill grate. It gets a little bit hotter than what you set the grill temperature as, but the Green Mountain grill works great as a grill. You can use it as a smoker, you can use it as a grill. It's pellet fired. You put the pellets right in here, they feed down the tube, and you get plenty of heat. But Dave, what you get is that wood taste. Like
Right.
I've got hickory chips in here now, hickory pellets, and you get that hickory, real nice, subtle flavor. You know how good charcoal is.
Yeah.
When you cook something over charcoal,
Yeah.
this is the same. You can even get charcoal flavored pellets. We've got them available here at the store. So everything you need to do this, besides the hot dogs, are available here at the store. The Owls Nest BBQ Supply here with Dave Hooker from offthehooksports.com. Coming up June the 6th, his website will go live. How excited! This is a big deal, David. This is something that's on the cutting edge of sports journalism. People leaving the mainstream where they're, handcuffed what you can do. And,
That's a good word.
And you can go out and do your own thing and use your contacts and provide information and entertainment.
Yeah, handcuff's a really good word, and you're kind of handcuffed also sometimes in the mainstream media by the clock. Let's face it, no matter what sport you are most passionate about, if you have to talk about it for 4 hours straight, you're probably going to go insane at some point. So you have to mix in other things. Our idea is for it to be a central location for people to go for SEC and in particular Tennessee athletics, so that we're going to uber serve that consumer. And hopefully at the end of the day, it's a destination site where I think Dave's either interviewing Chris Landry as part of Chalk Talk brought to you by Owls Nest BBQ, or he's talking to Vols while they're playing, which used to be just a year ago, so against the rules, but now it's doable. And hopefully I carry a little personality and panache on our daily show, knock on wood. So, we're excited. It's something that's been about a year in the works and probably just came together in my mind about 3 months ago.
Now, will that daily show, will you do it live?
Yes.
And then, but you'll keep it up on the site so people can go back and watch it when they want to?
Right.
Well,
So, already you can go, and if you want to listen to Chalk Talk or whatever, you can go to Spotify. I'm a Spotify guy. And if you want to go to Apple iTunes, that's been cleared. They take a little bit longer. Everything's cleared, so everything as of this upcoming week will be distributed on all those different channels.
Yeah, you can already get the podcast. I listened to them all when I was mowing grass the other day.
Yeah.
And you and Chris Landry have such a, y'all have got such a great rapport, David, that I just, you know, this is episode 6 coming up, I believe, and each episode has been better than the last. The information that you're getting from Chris is just fantastic. And like you always said, Chris will say something in passing that he'll think is no big deal, and it turns out it's really breaking news.
Yeah,
That it's so cutting edge that it's incredible.
It's like that scene from Seinfeld where Jerry's grandmother's brother runs out and says, "Stop the show."
Yeah.
There are times with Chris, I want to stop the show and just start writing about something he said.
You say, what? Now, what did you say? Go
Yeah,
back
I
about
mean,
that?
and he doesn't even realize the extent of the knowledge he's bringing. He's that good. I love
Well,
it.
like when y'all were talking about Brew McCoy, the 5-star recruit that Tennessee got from Southern Cal, that is huge news.
Yeah.
That was you know, it's Tennessee's what, second 5-star recruit this year.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Nico won't be able to play this year, but well, he could play, I guess, but he's not there. But this guy Brew McCoy, he's proven. I mean, he played
Yeah.
for Southern Cal already.
Very proven, and that's my goal, and you'll appreciate this, I hope, as a sports fan, is that you walk away. I watched Brew McCoy play, but I don't have the eyes that Chris has.
Yeah.
So he was the one that brought up he's very good at winning those 50-50 balls. Did I know that
No.
10 minutes before I interviewed him? No, I knew it after, and I think that's pretty cool.
I think that's super, super cool. We're going to dump those in that. You know, I feel like, you know, Dave, I feel like I'm at a tailgate party. We're sitting here with Dave Hooker
Having a ball.
talking Tennessee football. And it's just fantastic. Already a little, you know, this time of year in the spring, it's just a little bit of not a chill, but a little bit of a crispy feeling in the air. Almost feels like fall, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And with the brats and the dogs on the grill, it's just like kind of like sitting outside Neyland Stadium. Look at that right there.
That's strong.
Look at that casing. That casing has split. Look at that dog. You getting that, Aaron? Look at that. Beautiful marks from the grill grates. Oh, it's gonna, you know, think about food. You want to present it to your friends so it looks good. And boy, these are going to be just super duper.
You know, the great part about this season for Tennessee fans and into the future is, I think you know me, I'll be the first one to tell you, I'll shoot you straight.
Yeah.
I saw Jeremy Pruitt come along. I had doubts early on. Some of the other guys, Dooley and Bush Jones too. I will give you my 110% honest opinion. I think they're on to something with Josh Heupel. So what does that mean for grillers like you? It means there's going to be a lot more 3:30 games, which is more convenient.
Than the 12 o'clock.
Yeah, other than I mean, it's hard to get up and smoke a tenderloin at 7 a.m.
Yeah, exactly right.
And the same thing for night games. Some people who like to imbibe tend to get a little too loose throughout the day.
Absolutely. Grab those buns there, Dave, and
So,
we'll start building these. Now I want you to build these things like you would build them. We've got.
what's a potato roll? I've never.
Well, that potato roll is. I was going to show you something in a little bit. We're going to split a hot dog. It's sort of a different way to serve a hot dog. I kind of like it. Potato rolls are fantastic. They're nice and soft. I like the Martin's potato rolls. Now remember, we've got onions, and we've got all kinds of mustard. I mean, we've seasoned these dogs with a little honey rub. Let me get these new ones we put on there.
What do you want on yours?
I want the shrub thymes, that
Okay.
Shuptrines relish. Put the dog on first, though. I know. I'm that guy.
That's okay.
I'm that guy. I know. You
I
use
just
your
wash my
hand.
hands.
Yeah, that's fine. You use your hand. I'm that guy. I know. Most people put it on the bun first. I'm the weird one. I'm the weird one. See if Aaron can get a shot of that. Oh, that's looking so good.
More?
This, no, that's perfect. Because what I'm going to do now, if you'll be kind enough, I'll just take that.
Okay.
Now we got these brats for you. I've got these brats boiling in that onion.
Oh,
That's going to help. What kind of flavor is that going to be? We're going to take those onions right off the grill. And hit that right like so.
And the onions, you just put butter or anything else? Or?
Yeah, no, just butter. Just butter. Melt them in butter. I know it sounds simple, and it is. I like to put those brats back in there. Boil those a little bit. Some of those onions fell out on the grill, but that's okay. Got a couple brats. And if you would hit that up with that Creole mustard, Dave.
Done and done. How's that?
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. A little bit more. A little bit more. I'm not proud. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Aaron, can you get a good shot of that? You got that, Aaron? That is the Vienna Kogel's hot dog smothered in Shrup Times hot relish, sauteed onions, and the, what is the name of that? Zatarain's Creole Mustard. I did that in honor of Chris Landry.
Nice.
Nice, wasn't that? And we're going to let that cool off just a little bit.
This is, just a side note, one of my favorite brands. We'll do the gumbo boil every once in a while. And
so when you talk to Chris this week, make sure you pass along that we were thinking about him, and we were talking about him on the show.
Well, let's go ahead and do this.
And we honored him. He might even be watching.
No, I'm sure he is. Let's take a picture. There we go. You can watch this on Chalk Talk, so it's going to be in there.
Oh,
so we'll take a picture.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. There you go.
Yeah, he'll know Zatarain's.
Of course, Chris Landry on Chalk Talk originates from Louisiana every Tuesday on Chalk Talk with Dave Hooker. Tune in if you're a Tennessee sports fan, like everybody is. Tune in whether you went there or not. You know, Dave and I just happen to be alums, but tune in and listen to Dave and Chris break down the Tennessee football team, the recruiting, the scheduling. Josh Heupel, what a calm guy on the sidelines. His demeanor at press conferences is very, especially after the Music City Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, what an opportunity to get on there and complain, and he didn't. You know, he just said, that's that. Oh well. And you know, with that controversial play that ended the game, and just fantastic, an asset to Tennessee. No, maybe if people don't meddle, Dave, we can keep this guy for 10 years or so.
I'm very picky, and I like him a lot. And I think you've seen his coaches that want to stay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that says a lot. And I'll go ahead and share this with you. With the Ball Report, I'm able to have a conversation with several Tennessee players kind of off the record, and I would never violate that trust, but I'll tell you this, and they wouldn't mind me saying it, to every one of them, he's a really genuine good person. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't hear it from multiple sources and believe it to be true. I think you had some guys that looked at Tennessee as a stepping stone previously, as that type of job. I don't think Josh Heupel is that. So I think Tennessee has a lot to be excited about. I'm very blessed to decide to work on covering Tennessee athletics again. Pretty good time. Even the quarterback's last name's Hooker. You can't beat that.
I tell you, if we can go ahead and make you one, Dave. If you want to do that brat, go ahead. You can grab that. It's going to be hot now. You know, it has been so long since Tennessee has been relevant on the football front. And, you know, after the first game, I should say, or once we get into the season, that we're looking forward to it. The university, certainly the students, number one, deserve it. because that's your number one customer. I don't care what anybody says. You do it for the students. It's a game that the students are there to appreciate, and you do it for them first. And I hope Coach Fulmer used to always say that the goal of the football team is to win the Southeastern Conference title.
Amen.
He said it's not the main goal, because nothing else can happen until you do that most of the time. Now take out Alabama, that anomaly. You got to win your conference normally to get on to the next level. And I think we've kind of forgot that you got to win the conference. We keep thinking, well, how come we're not national champs? Well, let's be conference champions first. Baby steps. Let's win the East. Then let's win the conference, and then we worry about the national championship chase.
Steve, I'll tell you, I think that, and I've said this for years, you may look at me like I'm a Southern homer, but I think winning the conference, especially in the environment that we're in now, is just about this short of winning a national championship. And I mean that from a respect standpoint. Yep. You hang that SEC title banner up there, that means something, even if things don't work out in the playoffs. So I'm with you. You win the SEC title, you've done something great.
I think we're on that. I think we're on that path. All right, Dave.
I'm waiting on you. You tell me when.
You go ahead. I'm ready. I'm ready too. We got paper towels right here. We'll need those, I guarantee you. Then I'm going to show you do something neat. What I'm going to do is so not great, but it might give you an idea of doing something else that sometime down the road you might want to serve at a tailgate party or a sofa gate party that you're having at your house or whatever.
That's phenomenal.
Okay, now you had the brat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the Vienna. I've got the Vienna hot dog smothered with Sharp Times relish and reduced onions and I never can remember the name of that guy. What's it called? What's my mustard called? What's it called?
Zatarain's.
Zatarain's Creole Mustard. Dave, did you taste that little snap?
Yep. Yeah, that relish.
That snap, the casing.
It's all very good.
Folks, inflation, runaway numbers, gas prices affecting everybody's pocketbook. We'll get through it, I know we will, but while it's going on, if you got to economize and eat hot dogs, eat the best hot dogs you can find. Eat a Kogel. You can order these online too. They'll ship them to you in like 2 days. If you order, I think it's maybe 50 or 60 bucks worth, they'll ship them to you free. So they freeze good. They've got a freeze date on them, so you can put them in the freezer and use them for later. It's a great hot dog.
Phenomenal.
Wow. Dave, you'll switch places with me. Here with Dave Hooker from offthehooksports.com, premiering June the 6th on a telephone or computer near you. It's going to be the best SEC, Tennessee sports football coverage there is. And then the Owls Nest BBQ, we're really happy to be part of it. As we're trying to expand, we're trying to expand our little thing here into sports and spirits, and make it a go-to place for more of a recreational than just barbecue stuff. And I think it fits, our relationship fits by being the place where you can watch Chalk Talk on Tuesdays as soon as it's released. You can come to our website, you can come to our Facebook page and see it. If you want to go to Dave's Facebook page, you can see it, but you can see it. They only last 13, 14 minutes. They're very short, and the information that Chris Landry has in them is remarkable.
And we will be distributing on social media channels and be on YouTube as of this week too. So
that's big. That's
check
big.
us out there.
All right, I took that little Martin's potato rolls. It's just a dinner rolls, all it is. cut it in two. Now, I know you know what the Smoky Mountain markets are. When we were kids, I know when I was a kid growing up, that's where everybody went. I think they were still around when you were there, and especially that one right across the bridge on the right when you're going to Chapman Highway. That was the mothership, so to speak. They used to make this hot dog that they took the bun, they gave you two buns, and they sliced the hot dog, and you ate it like a sandwich. And I've always loved. I don't know if you remember those. You probably a rooster. See, most people when they went to Smoky Mountain Markets, if you go to Knoxville, those people were rooster people. You know, everybody wanted a rooster, chicken sandwich. Remember, he goes, "Hey, give me a rooster, make it loaded." I was always that guy that wanted the hot dog. So what I like to do, I know it might be a little hard to see, take that hot dog, cut it in half.
Yeah.
And cut it in half again. Look at that. Look at that casing, Dave. It's still on there. Look inside that hot dog right there. Put
You used
that
to
there.
put that sign up, 3 hot dogs for $1.
Yep.
And my grandmother would practically break all traffic laws to get there as fast as she could.
Put a little Zatarans on there. And just put that top back on there. I'm gonna make you one too. Because that's what's nice about them. You can get two out of one hot dog.
Yeah.
Slice that open. Try yours with little dukes on it, David.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do it.
Oops. What comes out quick? Now, David, I know you're taking one from the team. I know you're a keto guy.
Yeah, I'm good.
And,
I'm good.
But David has a remarkable story. He lost 100 pounds after having a health scare, and I won't. The HIPAA laws prohibit me from going into anything else. But any person that can do that without surgery, without just change, basically a lifestyle change, Dave, I salute you. I think that's fantastic. I think that's quite a remarkable accomplishment, and good for you. You look great.
Thank you. My wife will be happy with you though. She said you've gotten too skinny. You need to eat some carbs. She's all over me, so she'll be glad you're feeding me some carbs.
This thing's off the chain.
It was really good.
That's that big hot dog. That's that big one.
It tastes like the only way I could describe it. The difference between a regular hot dog and this would be like a sirloin to a fillet. This is like, it's almost like not a hot dog. It's so good. Does that make sense? That's phenomenal.
You can taste, the taste of the dog is unbelievable. But when you bite into that, when you hear that casing snap, I don't know if it's with me, if it's a mind game thing. It just makes me think that it just tastes better.
Phenomenal.
And it does. That is really, really good stuff. Man. Good job, fellow pitmaster.
Thank you. I'm learning.
Aaron, if you would, play the whole hog video. We're going to head back in that way.
Come on, can you groove it over? I said, baby, I know you're on a roll. Sweet honey, let's take it real slow.
the hamburger edition of the Memorial Day countdown, and then the week after that on Memorial Day weekend, we'll be talking about whole hog, and we'll be talking about dry aging steaks. We're going to start that today too. So a lot going on. Dave Hooker, thank you so much.
Thank you.
June the 6th. Give
June
me a
the
recap.
6th.
Give me a recap.
Yep. So basic days content is going to be an article column by me in the morning, and then we're going to have a daily show. Then around middays, we're going to get you kind of caught up to date with what's happening with Tennessee athletics. Ethan Stone, who's former editor of the Daily Beacon, is going to be joining me. So he's going to cover the day-to-day, and hopefully I'll provide some insight with my sources. And then in the afternoon, we're going to do Chalk Talk and the Vol Report. So we're super excited. I've been working on this since September. And it's funny how time flies, and like suddenly it's here, and like there's a million things from it. But we're excited.
New volunteer content added every day at some point in time. If there's breaking news, you can go to offthehooksports.com and you can read about it. This guy will probably break it. It'll be a go-to place for sports fans like me. It'll be a go-to place for other journalists. And David, it's just going to grow. It's going to be the place for Tennessee football. And the little Owls Nest BBQ is so happy to be such a small part of it.
Oh, you're a big part of it. And the one thing that we want to do, and it's very similar to when people come in and visit with you and learn more about products, is we want to provide that source, unlike some other websites that are out there, and it's all free. So thanks to people like you, it's advertising based, and we're not charging for the first thing. So
support those advertisers that you see on that website.
Amen.
Amen. Dave, thanks so much. Let's go finish cooking these things. Aaron,
Yeah,
take us out of here, buddy.